Laravel 13 is due out next month, so just around the corner. And today, let's talk about some of the new features that are coming to Laravel 13. So far, not much has actually been said, and the reason why is because I feel like Laravel has been focused on all these other areas, so the framework really hasn't needed to change much. We've got the Laravel AI SDK, the Laravel Boost, Laravel MCP. We've got all these new tools that are not technically part of the framework. So they've been built and they're awesome, but they're on their own repos and everything else. So the framework itself, now at version 13 is pretty stable. So it's not needing a ton of changes. And Laravel 13 is kind of going to be a basic upgrade, I believe. But it's not due out till next month, so there's still time for stuff to change. So who knows what's going to happen. But as of today, let's go through and look at everything we know so far. So first up, the big feature is PHP attribute support. Taylor made a tweet about this, and one of the important things is it's non-breaking. So you're not going to have to do anything here, but you have those features. You'll have those features in Laravel 13, which is nice. What's cool though is like if you look at the examples, eloquent models, you can define the table, the hidden, the fillable, all that right as attributes versus the way we do it now as properties. And here is the available model attributes. There's a whole bunch of them, but it doesn't end with eloquent. It works off of queue jobs, console commands, and it says other components, form request, API resources, factories, and test seeders. So we're getting those kind of everywhere, which I think is going to be awesome, as we progress, as a community and sort of switch from those properties over to these. Outside of that, a cache touch method that extends a cache item's time to live without fetching or restoring the value. Here's some examples. Extend by seconds. You can just cache touch this user session for 3,600 seconds. You can actually extend it with a date time, which works off of the Carbon instance, and you can even extend it indefinitely. So that's kind of cool. And then the final thing, Laravel 13 will require PHP 8.3 as the minimum version. But that is the minimum version. But as a developer, you should always run the latest. You should be running up to the latest version of PHP that's out, because that gives you all the security fixes, all the bug fixes, all the other things. And the same way with Laravel. Some people want to run a year behind, but of course I always recommend running the latest, and not only for the bug fixes, but any security thing, anything else, just the latest is always sort of the way to go with this. So coming up next month, I say next month, coming up in like a week and a half, is Laracon EU. And Laravel News, we are going to be an official partner of Laracon EU 2026, and we're actually going to run the live stream live on the Laravel News website. So we have a little registration page here. It's laravel-news.com/Laracon-EU. And it's free, but we have the register up. That way you can throw your email in, and I'm going to email you next week when I get the page live. That way I'll send you the link to the location of it so you can go watch it. Of course, you don't have to do this. It doesn't matter. We'll have a big banner on the website, the day of the event with a link over to it. But from there, as part of the schedule, the first day, the last talk is Taylor giving a Laravel update. And he will go through, some of the Laravel 13 stuff, but also some of the other new stuff that they've been working on. So you'll definitely want to tune into that. I think it's going to be great. Again, this is coming, what is the dates? This is coming next week. And I think it's March 1st and 2nd is the actual dates. So tune into that and get ready to upgrade to Laravel 13. If you're dreading the upgrade, there's always Laravel Shift. It's probably the easiest, most straightforward way to update Laravel. You can just give it your repo. It'll send you a ton of pull requests with all the features. The great thing though is it actually goes through and like those attributes, they're a non-breaking change, but I guarantee you Shift will go ahead and move your code to those. That way you're ready for, the next major version, which will be 14 in 2027. Go check out all that stuff. So sign up for Laracon EU livestream, check out Laravel Shift, and tune in to Taylor's talk when it happens live on the first day of Laracon EU. So I hope you have a great day. Get ready for this update, and we will talk to you soon.